Hi, welcome to Jovie's home. I post new videos every Tuesday and sometimes Thursday. Today, I'm really excited to be talking about like Dutch versus American beauty standards and just the things that I've noticed generally. I have 5 kind of different categories that I want to talk about. And yeah, if that sounds good to you, then why don't you come on in, kick off your shoes and stay a while. I'm really glad you're here. But before we get to the 5 things, let's jump into our Dutch word of the day, and that is going to be necklace, which is ketting. Ketting. The first thing that I want to talk about, the first kind of category, is about getting your hair done. One of the things in the US is that blow dries are really like a thing, right? Like I don't recall ever having left a hair salon without my hair perfectly blow dried. And when I say perfectly blow dried, I mean like the kind of blow dry that you might get in Hollywood, you know, like the kind of blow dry that like your hair looks gorgeous for days and days and days. Here in the Netherlands, I have not once been happy with a blow dry that I got in a salon, and mainly for this reason. The salons, and please, if you're a hairstylist, explain to me why, because I really want to understand. But hair salons here, or stylists here, tend to kind of dry your hair, I would say like 75%. And then you step outside, and of course it's humid and typically rainy, and instantly your hair is like a frisball and it looks terrible. Also, in the United States, there are salons that are only for blow drying. Like really having your hair done is a beauty standard, I think. As I said, you have the blow dry bar, or the dry bar, I guess it's called, and then there's other salons that do the same kind of thing where you just go and literally they wash your hair and blow dry it. And then you just have it styled beautifully for, you know, depending on how your hair is, but for like 3-4 days, you know, maybe a week if you're lucky, and you just have this beautiful hair that you just have to touch up a little bit. So definitely is a big thing there. And I know like ladies who get their hair professionally washed and blow dried once a week, and that's it. They don't wash their own hair. That is kind of how important having your hair nice is in the States. The last thing that I want to mention about getting hair done is actually about my highlights. So when I was in the States, every 4 to 6 weeks, I would go and get a touch-up of my highlights. And in the Netherlands, it is much more like 3 to 4 months. And that's not just in the time of Corona, it is in general, the time period. So in the Netherlands, many hairdressers have told me, like, do not come here after 4 weeks. It doesn't matter if you have a little bit of roots. We're gonna give you a color that is gonna like make it look okay. Because the most important thing is that your hair is healthy and that we're not over processing it. So my hair has never been healthier than having it done in the Netherlands, but it was definitely a big change for me from like the US kind of norm when it comes to hair. Before we move on to the next point, I would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Luisa, and their beautiful jewelry. We worked with them once already, and when they reached out to see if I would be interested in working with them again, I had to say yes, and here is why. I think one of the things that like really sets it apart for me is I always had trouble wearing small dainty necklaces because, please ladies, if you're like me, tell me in the comments because I cannot be the only one. I was so annoyed that with these dainty necklaces, like the little hairs on the back, you know, of my neck would get trapped in the chain and it would rip and pull my hair. The Ana Luisa necklace that I got last time and the ones I'm wearing now do not do that. I don't know what kind of magic they do, but it is absolutely painless, and I can wear these, I can sleep in these, and even the next day my hair is not all like matted through the chains. I also really love that they offset 100% of their carbon emissions with the sourcing of their raw materials and all the way up to the way that they dispose of their pieces. They give back for everything that they take, so it's kind of like a fair trade with Mother Nature. It is really important to them that they are an ethical and environmentally friendly jewelry line, from the way that they ship and package their pieces to the way that they produce them. Like, it is an ethical brand that you can stand behind. when you shop on a Luisa website, I really like that they show you the prices in euros, even though it's an American company and it comes from the States. But it shows you the price, including shipping and VAT and all of that stuff in the price of the pieces. So you know how much you're gonna pay for it. And really, really worth it. I love it. So if you are looking, as I said, for a gift for someone in your life and you're thinking about jewelry, check out Ana Luisa. I will leave some details in the description box below. They did sponsor this video, but it's not an affiliate link. I don't get any commission or anything if you guys are buying from it, but I do encourage you to check it out because it is absolutely beautiful. Moving on to the next point I want to talk about, which is the approach to plastic surgery. Now, in the United States, at least like what I'm seeing in magazines and YouTube and whatever, there is this like kind of gold standard of beauty, and everybody wants to look the same. It's so weird for me to be looking and being like, wow, that face, like I've seen that face. I know it's not the same person, but that face is the same because the big blown up lips, the cheekbone filler, all the Botox that, faces don't move. The same nose shape, because yeah, it's like the point of being beautiful. Like I almost get it as like, this is beautiful, and if you are not this, you are not beautiful. And I hate that messaging. I don't like that at all. Also, it seems so classist, I guess. Kind of to show young girls that they have to have money to buy a face to be considered beautiful. So if you don't have the money to pay to your plastic surgeons to give you a face that looks like these like beautiful people, that you are not beautiful and that you cannot achieve that standard of beauty, which just, I hate and I don't like it. I love that in the Netherlands, there is this more of an approach to natural beauty and to just like embracing your own beauty and to be okay with who you are. One of my favorite shops, Hema, we've talked about them a lot on this channel. I am so excited every time that they put out a new ad campaign, because actually the way that they find their models is by regular people going to their website and signing up to be one of their models. And so you have people of all shapes, sizes, colors, religions, everything, like on the actual ad campaigns of this store. And wow, how great it feels to be able to go down the street and see somebody who is not a 00, what is that is that like a size 32 woman on the catalog, big round fake boobs. Like you see real people. And I love that. When I think about my daughter growing up and I think about what standard do I want her to be, thinking about, or what do I want her ideas of beauty to be based around, I would much rather them be based around the way that it is here, which is just embracing your own natural beauty and maybe playing it up a bit with makeup, maybe changing your hair up a bit if you want, but not that you have to, the way that it seems you have to in the States. Don't kill me if I'm wrong. I mean, I don't know. This is the way I see it. Okay, I just say it how I see it. Maybe you interpret it differently, but this is how I see it. The next thing I want to talk about is nails. If you watch this channel, you know I love to do my nails, but these are my nails that I paint. I do my own manicures. But it wasn't like that before. When I lived in the States, I had my nails done every 2 weeks. I had the long, fake plastic nails, and yeah, I was going every 2 weeks. Here, it's much harder to find people that do that. It's not as common, it's not as popular, not that it's not possible. You definitely can do it. There's definitely, places where you can get it done, but it's not a beauty standard. I think when I go back to the States and I have my natural nails like this, people are kind of like, what's wrong with her? Why doesn't she get her nails done? Whereas here, I think if I did have the big fake claw things, Dutch people would be like, how does she live her life? Like, it's it's just a different mindset. It's such a different perspective in this. And I'm curious, if you're a Dutch person, have you gone to the States and noticed the nails, or vice versa? If you're American and come to the Netherlands, have you noticed that most Dutch women don't have their nails done? Most Dutch women don't even polish their nails. They just let them be free. So this is kind of like my middle ground, because I really like doing my nails, but I also like them being healthy. I don't know. I'm curious. Let me know your comments below. The last thing that I want to mention is just a little bit about fashion when it comes to what is considered beautiful. In the States, my impression is, and certainly how my life was before, I was either like 100, you know, like dressed super fancy, high heels, really glam, or I was like 0, meaning like totally like leggings, like baggy sweater or something like that, no hair, no makeup. But I was only beautiful when I was the other version of me. And here, once again, the middle ground, I think, is the way that it is. What I notice is you will see women, you know, barefaced, makeup, you know, hair not necessarily done, but they will have a totally put together casual outfit. It is unusual for Dutch women to go outside in things like casual wear or athleisure. That is not typically how a Dutch woman would put herself together. She would probably wear jeans, and then she would have like a top. Let's say I was wearing this with jeans. I am definitely not. I'll show you at the end of the video what I'm wearing with this top. But definitely like this top, some jeans. Maybe she would have a pair of sneakers that have like some of this color in it. Probably her jacket would maybe be black or like something to match, and then she might have a little accessory that pulls in this color or ties it all together. So while she is completely casually dressed and comfortable and able to run around after her kids and do all that stuff, she still looks like somebody that put in a little bit of effort to get ready, and I love it. But more so than like the hip young Dutch moms, I love the old Dutch ladies. Oh my gosh, you ladies, I don't know how many of you are watching this video, but I am obsessed with you and I love your style. The other day I saw this lady with her very short white hair, perfectly like, you know, styled, curled, and then she was wearing kind of like a beigey kind of outfit, but then her jacket had pops of neon green and her shoes had like a pop of neon green, and her handbag, there was some like a pop of neon, and I was just like, damn girl, like she looked good, okay? She looked more put together than I did that day, certainly. So I just love the old Dutch ladies style, that they do not leave their houses without looking flawless, and they really do. You guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm curious to read your comments below. Please don't forget to check out Ana Luisa's Black Friday sale if you are interested. And yeah, thank you. Thank you also, Ana Luisa, for working with us again. We really appreciate it, and we love the ethical nature of your company. So thank you so very much to everyone for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Doei!